Hello and welcome to another episode of Beth the Chef. Now, first of all, I do apologise, but the lighting today is a bit peculiar, so I've had to come a little closer to the camera. But today we are going to, in a way, celebrate the upcoming event, Shrove Tuesday. And yeah, we're going to make some pancakes. Now, what I love about pancakes is that they're so versatile in flavours, and it almost like a pizza. You can do thick ones or thin ones, work on whatever flavours you want, come up with some great creations, which is exactly what we did, student life at Plymouth. Made a big batch of pancakes, obviously on Pancake Day, and basically just raided the cupboards. And there was all sorts of creations that come up, to be honest. We did some lemon and ginger ones with a little bit of honey, classic smoked bacon, but with a bit of peanut butter. That was quite cool. And you can even go to supermarkets and get the little bottles of flavourings, which can help. You can get not just vanilla flavouring, orange, mint. I think they do banana flavouring now, which that would be another great addition with peanut butter. But this week we're going to do some thick pancakes, American style pancakes. And we're going to add a little hint of ginger, which I'll show you later on. I'll show you how to brown some butter, which extends the flavour of your pancakes even more. But we're going to combine them with Plum and Nectarine Compote, spiced with Star Anise, and just a little bit of vanilla Chantilly, bring out the freshness of the fruit. So yeah, we've got a lot to crack on with, and without further ado, let's cook, or let's get tossing. Right, so we're gonna start off with our compote, so it gives good time to cool down a little. And here I have 250 grams each of, as you can see, roughly diced nectarines and plums. And I love all the colours that go on with this, and the plums and the nectarine mixed together makes like a fuchsia colour in the pan, and it's just lovely. Also like these because it gives off a sweet but still quite a tart taste, which actually goes really well with the cream. We also have 2 large Star Anise, and have vanilla extract, and I'm going to add a teaspoon to the pan later. And caster sugar. There's 75 grams of caster sugar. And that's all it is. It's all that goes into the compote, because you don't want to add too much. Really want to taste that stone fruit. So yeah, it's going to go into a pan, everything in a pan, and just on a low simmer, bring it all together. The light on there. Now to this, I'm just going to add 2 tablespoons of water as well. Nice, as you can see, the fruit is breaking down pretty good. It's a good consistency. Awesome colour. So I'm going to take this off the heat and let it to cool down. So it takes about 15 to 20 minutes in total. Right, so I've gathered everything up for the pancakes. I'm making a big batch of these because, yeah, we like our pancakes. But feel free to half it if you don't want such a big batch, or make a big batch, cook them off, freeze them. It's totally up to you. But in here there's 400 grams of self-raising flour. I've got 400 mils of milk, 6 eggs, which I've just lightly beaten, 50 grams of butter, and in here there's 3 teaspoons of baking powder, 2 tablespoons of caster sugar, and just to bring the flavours out more and add flavour to your pancakes, lift it up a little bit, just slightly over a teaspoon of ground cardamom. And ground cardamom, it's great for stone fruit, and it also complements citrus fruits very well. The first stage of this though will be simply mixing our dry ingredients together. And then we'll go over to the heat. I'm just now going over to browning the butter, and it's just on a low heat. It's a very straightforward process, but what this does is caramelize the solids in the butter, and it actually brings out almost a nutty flavour to whatever you're making. Desserts, you can do this for sauces as well, like a brown butter roux. And yeah, I love the process. But well, I'll show you how far to take the butter, but don't go too far, because then it will just taste very bitter. I mean, if you think of a caramel, take that too far and it starts to burn slightly, it just goes very bitter. And keep moving it so you can see what's happening. But what you want to see is like little brown spots in your butter, little brown freckles. And that's showing your solids caramelising. Now this is very different to clarifying butter, because it's the same process on a low heat. Obviously don't take it as far, you're just melting clarified butter, but that's actually removing the solids, and it's great for sort of pâtés, like potted crab kind of things. Move it off so you can see where you're at. Got a little farther to go. And it should start to stop sizzling, I guess, when you're near the process. I think we're almost there. Yeah, very almost there. As soon as you're done, turn it off the heat. Right, so lovely. And we're just going to add our liquids into the dry mix and mix it all together. And there's our pancake batter. Every bit in there. Should be able to smell that butter as well. It almost gives like a toffee smell off, and yeah, mixed with that cardamom, it's some good stuff. Yeah, fold the milk and the butter in good. And then you can add your eggs, because the mix will be pretty cool enough now to add your eggs. It might take a while to come together, but or is he looking for a smooth batter? Right, here we are, and I've kept the same pan because you might get some additional flavours. And what I'm going to do is keep it on a low heat. A little knob of butter, a little bit of oil, too much there. Mix it round, because essentially you're, well, I guess lining your pan so your pancake won't stick. And we're just doing these now so they can keep them warm for a little bit, but be cool enough for the cream to pipe on and look good without it melting off and having an avalanche of Chantilly cream. Yeah, get a good ladle of our mix. As you can see, it's a nice smooth batter now. And this pan is about 8 inches. You shimmy it around, it gets the distance good. These take about 1.5 minutes each side. Lovely. I'm not sure I'm ready yet to toss it, give it a go. Wish me luck. Oh, there we go. It's got to be done, hasn't it? Yeah, nice and light, pillowy. Yep, looking good. And I'm just going to pop it straight to the side. Put this fire in there. And yeah, just repeat. Like so, yeah, cooked off. Just the one side, and they're gonna start with the Chantilly. So in here, 300 mils of double cream, to that I'm going to add a nice splash of vanilla, again about a teaspoon. And we're just going to whip. I'll add the icing sugar later. I'll tell you, show you what stage we need to get at. But in here there's 100 grams of icing sugar. Right, so I've emitted a little bit of air in there, and what you should do is, I don't know if you can see that, but when you get your whisk and can almost see the number 8, and then you can add your icing sugar. Now I always just do it this way because for me I can see where I'm at whipping the cream up, because obviously once you add your icing sugar, that's gonna thicken it up anyway, so you don't want to fully whip it and then add your icing sugar, because yeah, you might end up with a cement consistency. So yeah, just slightly mix it in. Because as you can see, it almost looks like the pancake batter now. It's thickened up. And then just carry on whipping. We are, so that's the kind of thing you're looking for. Whipped up, so it holds its shape well, because we're going to transfer this to a piping bag. But yeah, don't go too far, because yeah, your cream will firm up a bit, probably firm up even more in the fridge, and you'll be more, I guess, on the lines of creating butter. Yeah, got a nice star-shaped nozzle on there. lovely Chantilly. And now we're ready to assemble. Right. So one of the pancakes there. And just gonna put Chantilly around. Like so. And with our gorgeous compote in the middle there. See what I mean about that colour. Another pancake on top. Create a little bit of that height. And there we have it for Pancake Day. American style pancakes, a little bit of cardamom in there, nectarine and plum compote, and our lovely Chantilly. So yeah, spread the word, Beth the chef. Hope you all have a lovely Pancake Day, and join us next week. Next week we're going to make some smoked applewood soufflés, and we're going to pair that with a classic, a nostalgic Waldorf salad. So yeah, bon appetit.